Hope you're all having a good time. So BTS, Blood, Sweat and Tears music video, official music video to be honest. Guys, one more thing. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. My laptop is really on the ground and my neck is in so much problem right now. Now it's much more better. Okay, can start from the beginning. Wow. Look at this cinematography.
내 피땀 눈물 내 마지막 춤을 다 가져가 내 피땀 눈물 내 차가운 숨을 다 가져가 내 피땀 눈물 눈물도 내 몸, 마음, 영혼도 너의 것인 걸 잘 알고 있어 이건 나를 벌받게 할 줄 Peaches and cream, sweeter than sweet Chocolate cheeks and chocolate wings But 너의 날개는 악마의 걸 너의 그 sweet 앞엔 비려비려 Kiss me 아파도 돼 어서 날 조여줘 더 이상 아플 수도 없게 Baby 취해도 돼 이제 널 들이켜 내 피땀 눈물 내 마지막 춤을 다 가져가 내 피땀 눈물 내 차가운 숨을 다 가져가 원내 money 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 원내 money 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 원내 money 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 원내 money 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 아파도 돼 나 묶어줘 내가 도망칠 수 없게 꽉 쥐고 나 흔들어줘 내가 정신 못 차리게 Kiss me on the lip lip 수만의 빛 너란 감옥에 중독되게 네가 아닌 다른 사람 섬기지 못해 알면서도 삼켜버린 독이듯 내 피땀 눈물 내 마지막 춤을 다 가져가 내 피땀 눈물 내 차가운 숨을 다 가져가 원내 money 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 원내 money 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 원내 money 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 원내 money 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 나를 부드럽게 죽여줘 너의 손길로 널 감겨줘 어차피 거부할 수조차 없어 더는 도망갈 수조차 없어 또 네가 너무 달콤해 너무 달콤해 너무 달콤해서
He too was a tempter. He too was a link to the second. The evil world with which I no longer wanted to have anything to do.
내 피땀 눈물
Whew. Well, the real question is how can the quality, how can it be this good? Wow. Is it part of the Bangtan universe? Does anybody know? Explanation. Cool. That is what we need right now. Okay. I'm so confused right now. I really need this one. 480? Really? Okay.
At its surface, Blood, Sweat, and Tears is a song about the dangers of temptation and, furthermore, the loss of innocence. The music video provides context through symbolic images, which allows these themes to take on deeper meanings. But what does it all mean, you ask?
Yeah.
Let's get cultured AF as we take a closer look. So, it's an understatement to say there's a lot of symbolism packed into these 6 minutes. I know it may just look like every choice was made for the purpose of aesthetics, but I promise you, every single painting, statue, feather, and drop of wax means something. Although there are allusions from multiple sources of literature, each symbol works harmoniously with the next to create a larger system of meaning throughout the video. But let's take this a little at a time. The most useful frame for understanding this video is through The Story of Demian by Hermann Hesse. Published in 1919, this Bildungsroman tells the story of Emile Sinclair and his journey to find himself. For further context, the ideologies presented in Demian are heavily influenced by the ideas of the German philosopher Nietzsche. Nietzsche often wrote about the creation of the self, or as he puts it, becoming what one is. He claimed that people must craft their own identity through self-realization, and to do so without relying on anything transcending that life, such as God or a soul. He spoke of the death of God, and a future where we would see the dissolution of traditional religion and metaphysics. Nietzsche was, quote, engaged in a positive program to reaffirm life, and so he called for a radical, naturalistic rethinking of the nature of human existence, knowledge, and morality. All of these ideas are central to Demian, as they're what drives Sinclair's journey towards a new understanding of life. Sinclair does not go on this journey of discovery alone, however, for he has many mentors who guide him. His dear friend, Max Demian, is the first and most important mentor. The others include Demian's mother, Frau Eva, and a wise organ player named Pistorius.
Wow.
Anyways, this motif of mentoring relationships is where I'd like to begin. In the opening of Blood, Sweat, and Tears, we see each of the younger members paired with an older member, their mentor. They are still surrounded by symbols of innocence, not yet having embarked on their journey of self-discovery. Jin, the oldest member, stands alone, admiring the painting, The Fall of the Rebel Angels. He is about to begin his journey. As Jin gazes at this depiction of the battle between good and evil, Bach's Mass in B minor plays in the background. Jin stands perfectly between two doors, one black, one white, one good, one evil. In Demian, Sinclair is constantly being tempted by things that belong to the realm of darkness. He feels trapped in his traditional religious teachings and develops a fierce desire to break free and expand his worldview. In the novel, this is symbolized by the sparrowhawk. Sinclair finds some freedom when Demian introduces him to the idea that the world cannot be categorized into binary categories of good and evil.
After watching such thing and not understanding any of it, in the actual music video, I feel stupid. To be honest, I mean, it's like that's my raw feelings I'm telling you here. I feel an idiot to not understanding a bit of what's going on in there except watching and admiring the cinematography, that how much the quality is good, the technology, how advanced it is right now, that we can watch such a beautiful music video and having no clue what is going on in there. But this is just like, I'm just like every second of it, there's something in it, yeah, which I don't understand symbolism.
But rather, there is good in all evil and evil in all good. This concept is represented by the god called Abraxas. The deity is neither good nor evil, but rather an affirmation of the existence of both. Furthermore, Abraxas is often depicted breaking out of an egg.
The bird fights its way out of the egg. The egg is the world. Who would be born must first destroy a world. The bird flies to God. That God's name is Abraxas.
This quote echoes the Nietzschean idea that we must think radically in order to be born as our true selves. Sinclair can never find himself if he only acknowledges the realm of light. He must seek knowledge and learn of both realms, therefore destroying the world he once knew. The world that contained his innocence, but also prevented him from growing to his full potential. Part of finding oneself is embarking on a quest for knowledge, and part of this comes from embracing both realms, and in turn, embracing temptation. Once we take a bite of the apple, we cannot regain our innocence. We now have not only knowledge, but also sin, and there's no going back. The interlude of the music video has a couple of direct connections to Damien that I'd like to discuss. Of course, we have a direct quote that's read by RM, referencing Max Demian as a tempter.
He too was a tempter. He too was a link to the second. The evil world with which I no longer wanted to have anything to do.
Another connection is the reference to Sinclair's mentor, Pistorius, the philosopher and organ player. Pistorius promises to play Sinclair Passacaglia in D minor. This is precisely what Jungi plays in this scene. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about the kiss? What reason could Jin possibly have to kiss a statue? What does it all mean? Let me fill you in. Here we have another allusion to the end of the novel. I'll set the scene. Sinclair is wounded in battle, and Demian appears to him. Demian tells Sinclair that if he ever needs help, he need only look inside himself, and he will find that Demian is within him. Demian then kisses him on the lips and disappears. To me, this is the moment the entire music video hinges on. There are multiple layers of meaning to the kiss. Firstly, Jin is put in the role of Demian, giving a kiss to Sinclair. But at this point in the novel, Demian is revealed to be merely a piece of Sinclair himself. And so this is the moment Jin realizes he can now be his own mentor, and he has broken out of the egg. He has achieved creation of the self. The other layer of meaning we must acknowledge here is that Jin is finally embracing the two realms. He is kissing Abraxas, the very embodiment of both good and evil, and so he is shedding his former innocent skin. Throughout the music video, V was shrouded from view under a veil. He was a fallen angel, representing evil and temptation. The moment Jin was able to face him, he destroyed the false world of light he once inhabited and welcomed chaos unleashed. This is what Lacan would call the real. Jin is unsutured from the symbolic order when he faces the rupture between the symbolic and reality. The symbolic order is the world established by traditional religion. It is the world of light where only good things can be worshipped. Facing the real, or the existence of a dark realm, as well as the chaos and darkness within ourselves, allows for freedom and the creation of self I keep mentioning. According to Nietzsche, this rupture is crucial. In fact, it's Nietzsche's quote we see here, engraved above the mirror. You still have to have chaos inside you in order to be able to give birth to a dancing star. The old version of Jin, existing only in the realm of light, begins to crumble. There's no chaos in him, and so he cannot give birth to the dancing star. What this means, essentially, is we must all suffer this fall from grace and face reality so that we can create our genuine selves. It is only once we're armed with this true sense of self, finally knowing who we are, that we can spread our wings and fly. Like Sinclair, Icarus too wants to be free and soar to great heights, but he aims too high, quite literally, and pays the ultimate price for his recklessness. He ignores his father's warnings about flying too close to the sun until it melts the wax that binds his wings and he plummets to his death. You all know the story. Behind the neon lights, we can see The Lament for Icarus by H.J. Draper. The Icarus imagery continues as we see Jungkook levitating, neither falling nor flying, surrounded by little bits of feathers. In Demian, Sinclair tells Pistorius that he's afraid of dreams in which he is able to fly, to which Pistorius replies, "It is the feeling of being linked with the roots of power, but one soon becomes afraid of this feeling. This is why most people shed their wings and prefer to walk and obey the law. But not you. You go on flying. You discover that you gradually begin to master your flight. Lacking that, you would be drawn up to the heights, powerless, which is what happens to madmen." This, of course, is a direct allusion to Icarus. But Sinclair has better control of his wings, as does Jin. At least we hope he does. BTS's music and videos often tell coming-of-age stories, and the Blood, Sweat, and Tears music video is no exception. This is an important fact to remember as we watch their youthful characters struggle and grow. Although the illusions and symbols in their videos may seem daunting at first, it's important to remember that at their core, these are just stories about growing up. These are struggles we can all relate to on some level or another, and that's what makes them so great. And the massively impressive visuals and choreographies, well, they're pretty dope too.
Wow. Okay, I don't feel stupid now anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this. This is beyond perfection. Yeah. So, music video shooting sketch.
물을 흘려가면서 준비를 했습니다. 품격 있는 그런 비전. 섹시하게 하래요. 건방진 느낌이에요.
진짜 잘생겼어요. 진짜 이번에 나온 진짜 장난 아니에요.
The results were insane.
개인 스토리에 아픔이 있는 그런 씬인데요. 베일을 받친 채 좀 약간 고통스러워하다가 등에 날개가 찢어진 채 다시 일어나는 그런 장면을 찍고 있습니다. 파이팅! 다음 넘어가시죠.
슈가입니다. 저는 이제 오르간 연주하는 그런 컨셉인데 전원은 연결이 안 돼 있어요.
이번 뮤비는 좀 색감 아트적인
Yeah.
서도 색이 초록색인데 또 영상에 보면 되게 초록색깔의 물질적인 것들이 되게 많이 나요.
나의 잘생긴 얼굴을 보니까 손키스가 받고 싶니? 오늘 뭔가 맛있게 먹을 수 있을 것 같은데요? 여기 라면 하나요?
눈을 이렇게 가리고 이렇게 안대를 벗으면 여기 페인트가 있는 거야. 흰 눈으로 흘렸는데 초록 색깔을 올라갔더라고.
파자마를 입었습니다. 나이가 몇 갠데 아직도 이런 높이를 떨리겠습니까? 그러면서 덜덜덜.
난 솔직히 자신이었다. 난 100% 놀랐기 때문에. 뭐야, 놀랄 것인가. 열심히 참으려고 했는데 진짜 제 발이 힘이. 역시 마무리는 제이홉. 그리고 환상적이랑 빵빵 많이. 내 심장이 너무나 설렌다. 나도 무슨 뜻인지 모릅니다. 누가 더 좋아할까요?
윤기 형을 노리는 한 마리의 맹수 같은 느낌이었어.
뭐니.
윙즈 우리가 이거 안 그래. 윙즈?
오케이 안 온가요? 오케이. 야 우리 들어와서 좀 맞춰보자.
여러분 끝났어요.
역시 뮤비는 군무로 끝나야지. 뭐다 그 끝나는 맛이 있는 것 같아요. 끝나는 딱 이게 그게 있지. 정규 2집 뮤비가 끝이 났습니다.
열심히 했습니다.
윙스 대박 나게 기도하겠습니다, 여러분들. 화이팅!
그들의 끝은 어디일 것인가? 그들의 끝은 볼 수 없다. 왜냐하면 기습 전진할 거니까.
왜? 나의 수고의 손키스를 한번 받아볼 텐가? 그렇다. 갖고 싶다면 내가 한번 주지. 수고했네.
Alright, so don't forget we have to watch the Wings album as well. Like it was part of the the Bangtan universe, and we left Bangtan universe undone. So yeah, this is the dance practice, the choreography. What? Oh, this is cool. Interesting. Everything is like super interesting to me. Even this simple choreography and dance practice is high quality. Everything is good with Big Hit. Now they know the game. impressive. Wow. You know, in general, whatever that has harmony, we love it. We human, we love it. Doesn't matter it's in the music or it's in choreography or it's in a movie, wherever it is, we love harmony and we want to just get sync with it as soon as possible. So while I was watching this choreography, I was all thinking, and whatever that makes me think, it says the harmony level is on 100. Wow.